Don't you hate it when you jump to a friend thinking, oh boy, we're gonna take the lead, but by the time you land, your ally is splatted and your enemy is waiting for you to boost their splat count. These are players I'd like to call jump campers. Similar to spawn campers, these less annoying foes light up at the sight of a jump marker. It's an easy opportunistic splat after all, but if you're in the jumping end, you might be sick and tired of getting sent back to spawn. So here's 4 tips to help you deal with jump campers. Number 1. Wear Drop Roller. Drop Roller is a shoe exclusive gear ability that will make you do a roll in any direction as soon as you land from a super jump. It will also give you the effects of run speed up, swim speed up, and ink resistance for 3 seconds right after you land. This is the perfect ability to counter the majority of jump campers and will boost your speed, giving you plenty of time to splat them before they can splat you. However, this tactic has its drawbacks. When jumping into an area with walls nearby, you might end up rolling into the enemy or into a wall, effectively still making you a sitting duck. Some players will also get you with well-timed bombs, or have top-notch aim and will splat you mid-roll. So what else can you do? Number 2. Trade. Simply put, splat them back. This of course is limited to the weapon you're using. Most rollers, blasters, and shooters will be able to splat an enemy right as you land, even if they manage to splat you back. However, this takes some skill to do since you have to be facing the enemy and begin firing right before you land. You might be able to do so by looking at the map during the jump animation or try to predict their movements. Another option is to use your sub as soon as you land. A suck bomb might be too slow and an ink mine might do very little damage, but you can at least try to do some harm. Point sensors will at least reveal their location, and splat bombs have a pretty good chance of getting your sweet revenge. But nothing's quite as satisfying as landing a splashdown on a whole bunch of jump campers. Number 3. Support gear abilities. Apart from Drop Roller, you might benefit from having other gear abilities. Stealth Jump, for instance, will keep your landing point invisible to enemies who are too far away. That might be enough to hide your landing marker from a jump camper. Another option is to wear Haunt and jump in knowing that if they do splat you, you'll be able to see where they are when you respawn and maybe even hit them with that respawn punisher effect later for a bit of revenge. Wearing Jump Speed Up will change when you land and might even give you a shot at escaping or splatting the jump camper who wasn't expecting you to land so soon. You might also consider wearing Special Charge Up or Special Saver, so you can charge a splashdown before jumping into the heat of battle. Number 4. Look before you leap. There are some cases that even if you're doing all 3 things mentioned before, a skilled jump camper will keep on splatting you every time you try to hop into where the action is. In games where you're pitted against such players, you might want to consider whether or not to jump at all. If you have stealth jump equipped and your ally is standing behind some wall, then by all means try to jump to them, but don't be reckless. Most jump campers succeed because the players jumping in aren't aware of the situation before they take a leap. Consider how much turf control your team has and the position of your ally or beacon that you want to jump to. Is it safe? Are the enemies moving in right now? I'm not saying that you shouldn't super jump at all, but be careful when you do. Jumping in can help your team make that final push. But jumping could also get your teammates splatted, especially if they were just sharking near the enemy spawn or objective. So as the saying goes, look before you leap. Do you have any other tips on what to do when getting jump camped? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.